This video today is to give you all a quick and dirty ruckus overview. What I realized going through my old videos is that my original ruckus how-to video is just way too long. I did it when I was dirt tired, and so it drags on forever. So this is going to be a quick and dirty how to do a ruckus 3-step process. One of the things that I've noticed as I've been watching other people start their ruckuses, many of them are a little light and fluffy, right? So they don't have sort of concrete goals and concrete steps to them. There are some elements of ruckus that are so important, and without them, your ruckus is going to be really, really hard to do, and it's not really going to be a ruckus. And so I want to help us navigate those things and have a really tight, profound, good ruckus. Ruckus is a 3-step project. Now, the other thing I want you guys to realize is that when I started this, I was making it up as I went along. 9 days into the process, I'm clear now about the steps and components that need to be a part of a ruckus for it to really be useful to you, and for it to include all the elements that at least I originally thought of when I designed it. So, as the designer of the ruckus, I have a little bit of attachment to what we call a ruckus. So, ruckus is a 3-part step. I know in the write-up I did before it said 5, scratch that. It's a lie. It's really 3 parts, and it's 3 really easy parts. They are not difficult. Part number 1 is identifying what it is that you want radically unapologetic healing about. Meaning, what is it in your life that is a source of hurt, pain, trauma, fear, anxiety that manifests itself in the way in which you exist in the world. Meaning, I have this hurt, and because of this hurt, I see that I do this, this, and this throughout my life. Or I have this fear, and so it keeps me from doing this, this, and this in my life. Or I have this trauma, and because of it, it is keeping me from doing something or causing me to do something. That is step 1, identifying that. Identify. And the other thing is that it doesn't need to just be about body. The reality is that we are multidimensional beings. We are body, we are spirit, we are mind, and all of those things impact one another. You can't separate one without the other. So feeling fat is a source. There's a source that exists in that is more than just the pounds on your body. And the ruckus asks you to get at the source. To get at the source and utilize it to move you towards healing around the source. Fat is a symptom. Feeling fat is a symptom. It is not the real issue at hand. All right, step 1, identify the problem. Identify the source of pain, hurt, trauma, or fear. Step number 2 is to engage your community in a commitment to make a drastic action toward radical healing around that issue. Step number 2 is designed to engage your community in the healing process. Without step number 2, you do not have a ruckus. You have yourself trying to do something alone, and that is not what ruckus is about. The for us part is about us. It's about us using one another as tools and catalysts toward healing and development and growth. So, step number 2 is ceremonial or ritualistic. It is an activity that you need to do with other people that begins the process of releasing you from some of the bondage of your pain. That ceremony involves asking 5 to 10 other people to come to a place with you in it where you all actively do some sort of ceremony around addressing your hurt, pain, trauma, or fear, and releasing you from your hurt, pain, trauma, or fear. You have to do it that way. Which means if you're scared to call 5 people that you love because you think that they're not going to care, it's not a ruckus. If you are vlogging every day and you have not invited people over to be specific about what it is you're trying to release and having them specifically engage in how they're going to help you, it is not a ruckus. Ruckus is about community. It's about doing it in partnership with people that you love. And I am willing and down to help people create ceremonies and rituals of acceptance, honor, and release. If you need an idea of the ruckus ceremony should be, feel free to shoot me an email at sonyarenee@gmail.com, and I will absolutely help you with that. I've been giving away lots of them, and I'm having fun creating them, and they're going to push you, and they're good. All right, step number 3, last step in a ruckus, is to spend 30 days in action around whatever it is that you are trying to heal. So let's say, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that you want to heal historical trauma around feeling attractive. General one, right? Lots of people have that. I don't feel attractive. And so the ceremony or the ritual part in step 2 might be having your friends come together overnight, having you create a list of all of the ways that you've not felt attractive and how it's held you back, having your friends take that list from you, counter it with all of the reasons that you are attractive and beautiful and all of the things that you offer to the world, destroying the old list and then creating a new list of things that you will try to live in for the next 30 days in belief about yourself. All right? So then if that were step number 2, number 3 would be actually living in those beliefs. When you are confronted with moments of negative talk about yourself, actively acting in opposition of that belief or fear in that moment. I was about to say something negative about myself, but instead I am going to say ... that I'm beautiful and glorious and worthy. It might also be telling people. So I'm doing this project. It's called the Ruckus Project, and it requires that I have to be honest about this thing that I'm trying to heal over. And the thing is that I don't feel beautiful, and because I don't feel beautiful, I accept less in the world. And so part of my responsibility is to try not to do that, is to talk to you about the fact that I believe that, and to move in opposition of it. And so another thing might be to write a daily affirmation list. Today I am wise and gorgeous and loved by the world, and to keep that sort of log. And part of that 30-day process is to share that with the world. That is also the second part. That is your part of giving back to the community. The vlog or the written log is not inviting the community. It's not, because it's distant. There's space between you. You don't have to see somebody face to face to do a vlog. I can sit right here like I am in my kitchen alone with my dogs and talk to you, and I never really have to engage short of if you write a comment under this. And that's cute and sweet and all, but it's not a ruckus. A ruckus involves having people actually be a part of healing and affirming you. And the video blog and the writings are about you giving back in the process. That is your part. That is you doing your part to pay it forward in the ruckus process. So sharing your challenges and fears and developments and revelations throughout the process is how you inspire other people to take their journey as well. So that is not the vlog and writing part is not your ruckus. It's not your healing part. It may feel healing and you get some healing from it, but it is really you giving back to the community. So that's it, folks. You do that for 30 days. Do not say that at the end of 30 days, your issue is going to be gone. I ain't never said that. I ain't saying that. What I am saying is that we'll create a road for you to travel in radical, unapologetic movement towards your healing. And isn't that what we want? We want to move towards our healing. And so that's it. That's a ruckus. I said, if you're having a hard time identifying where your pain, trauma, fear, or anxiety or hurt lies, shoot me an email. If you're having a hard time conceptualizing a ceremony or a ritual of acceptance, honor, and release, shoot me an email. And if you're having a hard time thinking about the direct steps that you can take over your 30 days to act in movement towards your ruckus, shoot me an email. I'm down to help all of those ways for you. That's a ruckus project, folks. That is radically unapologetic healing for us. And I'm hoping that you guys who have already started are on your journeys. If you find that you're missing a part, go back and add it. There's not too late to insert ceremony here, insert specific goals here. It's not too late to do any of that. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Thanks for all of the folks who've been brave enough to endeavor. It's hard. I'm certainly not going to lie and say it isn't. It's hard, but it's good. And I'm glad to be doing it. And I hope that you guys are doing it with me. Let's start a ruckus, radical ruckus in your life.